Hi there, folks. Again, I want to welcome you back into my little space here in Mount Shasta, California, where we're sharing various aspects of the pyramid technology from the Pleiades and understanding how crystals, sound, light, color, and everything we're going to tie into for healing of these devices with scalar waves and balanced pyramid energy that can affect your body's consciousness through the neurohormonal structures that the sound, light, and color pyramids and crystals can release into your body. And the great thing about this technology is you don't have to think about it. Once you're utilizing this stuff, and there's a lot of components here, and not everyone gets all the components at once. It's taken me, many years actually to create and to have all this information to share with you. I feel it's time now to share this information, and I want people to be able to, do this on your own and experiment with yourself. But one of the main components of the pyramid system comes from the Pleiadians' information, and one of the first things they were telling us, and I was working with lasers and crystals, folks, back in 1976. So it's a very unique thing. It's very awesome. It's very powerful. It's very fun to work with. And one of the major components is the crystal. Now, we talked about diamonds, emeralds, rubies. Some of these are very expensive, but we know that they come from a crystalline or a pyramid shaped, and they have a resonance and a vibration to different endocrine glands, chakras, musical notes, and neurohormonal structures, and thus different feelings. This is how planetary astrology works. It affects the planet's movement, and magnetics actually affects our endocrine glands and our hormones. The moon affects the water, Venus is the emotion, Mercury is the intellect. All of these sciences of alleged metaphysical or esoteric, which means kind of hidden information, is based in science and truth. Now, I want to say one thing: the stars impel; they don't compel. You're not a slave to your astrology, but those energies are going to be working around you. But the enlightened man maintains his own vibration, his own center, his own connection with his living Christ Spirit or the Word of God within them, and is not affected by the magnetic influences of other people, the thoughts of other people, or the planets, and moves through in the spirit of truth to enlighten creation. You are an instrument of God's will, and you are to reflect the beauty and the nature of consciousness. Now, Semyasi, who Dr. Fred Bell was in contact with, after working with Dr. Fred Bell, and I have many, many stories and personal experiences there that I won't go into here, but she said that the quartz crystal is the perfect synthesis of spirit and matter in zero time. If we look into the ancient Urim and Thummim stones of the Bible and the Testament of Joseph Moroni, we realize that there are similar stories in the Hindu religion and in various aspects of ancient Buddhism and other things that tie into the Mayans, where crystals and light are very important. Now, diamonds are very expensive. Gold is expensive. But relatively speaking, the quartz crystal, for the power and what it does, is still relatively inexpensive and is a wonderful tool for healers to use. So you're going to look here. I have this crystal. It's a 79-pound quartz master crystal. This one here is 79 pounds, and it's from Arkansas, which means the vibrational frequency rotates clockwise. Crystals below the equator, actually like from Brazil, which are a little clearer and have more water in them many times, rotate counterclockwise. And you'll notice here, around here, I have assembled a large array of different crystals and For instance, this one here. This one was given to me by Cobra, and it actually is a kind of a special rose quartz crystal which he tachyonized, and I received it in 2012 when we were making our journeys to Egypt, to Saqqara, the Great Pyramid of Cheops and Khafre, and the various pyramids there. And this pyramid has since been around the world to Bosnia. We did some activations inside the Ravni caves. This was on the top of the pyramid in Bosnia with J.J. Hurtak, myself, and Dr. Sam, and the other people there. This has been to the Island of the Sun, the Island of the Moon. It's been to Sahama. It's been to locations in Haleakala Crater and various other sacred sites around the world, here in Mount Shasta, where it's accumulated and been involved in different ceremonies and practices. It has kind of a memory ability, because the Akashic records are stored in the mineral kingdom. And the highest consciousness of the mineral kingdoms are crystals and quartz. That's why people value them, is for the ability to transmit the natural information from the Akashic records into your luminous nature of yourself in a natural way that's not forced, and provides information that your intellect may not understand, but your body resonates to. So that's that one. Here, this is a nice orgone pyramid. Here, I have many other stones here, and I won't go into all of them, but some of these are faceted to perfection and are flawless. And we'll be sharing how these work with the body in another one of our videos. I'm going to share with you here this particular device is called the nuclear receptor. And I'm going to have you zoom in here, and this is going to be released on my website very soon. And in the back you'll notice there's a Cassegrain wave trap, and this is a whole nother tutorial, but I've actually had Sintamani stones put into these devices. So this is a very powerful healing device that you can use as a personal stabilizer amidst the negative forces that are assaulting your lower personality vehicle: chemtrails, sounds, vaccinations. We have biologically altered foods. The list goes on and on. So this device is very powerful. And the different stones, we have different designs. This is what we call a four-leg straight. This is a blue topaz, and this works with the thyroid gland. And this one here is a pink tourmaline. It has its own vibration. This supports the heart energy, like a rose quartz along that frequency line. And here we have I think this is a yellow topaz. It may be a citrine. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not quite sure, but these resonate to different frequencies. There's ways that you can choose to test these devices. Here we have some tachyonized sacred geometry crystals with the various shapes and platonic solids. You know, here's the Merkabah. I think it kind of looks like a dodecahedron there. So we also have some very cool pure quartz crystals, faceted, beautiful, and these are placed on the body for healing. So I just wanted to share with you that when you create a pyramid system, all of these components work together, and this is your programmer, the programming of the crystal that will work with this system. That's quite a detailed tutorial. I'm just basically introducing you now to these components, and at a future date in a future video series we're going to get into more detail with this. This location is small, and I just want to thank you once again for listening to this information. And I think as you listen to all of this, as you kind of grasp it and see what we're going to be doing here, this will provide a good background for you to develop and to create some of your own energetic tools working with sound, light, color, and even the violet flame. We're going to get into that pretty soon here. So there you have the master crystal, and I have a little mandala array here to share with you. And I hope you enjoy that. Thank you very much. And victory to the light. And again, my website, thepromiserevealed.com, has this information. Thank you very much.